this is going to sound really bad. I like beer. So, like, Bud Light, Coors Light, like your basics, they're just fine, right? PBR, Bud Light, Coors Light, they all fit in the same category of just fine, right? I don't care. They're all interchangeable, right? An IPA, however, tastes like I'm drinking sand. I don't need to drink a beer that I'm thirsty after I drink it. And that's what an IPA is to me. So that's where the PBR came in handy last night.
What you're saying is that Coors Light, Bud Light is Cordy Glen, and an IPA is Dawkins.
Yeah, the only difference is that I don't wish that I had PBR right now. I love the fact that when we get shit wrong, we actually call it out.
Yeah. I mean,
it's all right to be wrong. We're both married. We're kind of used to it.
Yeah, even when we're right, we're wrong. The point being is this. You can't take yourself too seriously if you're going to be in a public setting. Any kind of public setting. Or you're just going to lose your damn mind. So, you think about applying for Buffalo News? Whoops.
Holy shnikes. So, they torch Sully, right?
Yep.
They burn that bridge to the ground. And then Harrington just left, right? Was it Harrington that took off? Who was it? Somebody just deuced out on him like, yeah, I've written my last article for you. Bye-bye.
I don't even know. But Warrow is still there.
Warrow writes for the AP, though, so it's not really the same thing. I like Warrow anyway.
Didn't he tweet out something like, "You're still stuck with me, guys"?
Well, no, it just means that they're gonna get more of their local coverage through the Associated Press. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna outsource and pick up more stuff through the AP.
It sucks. I'm gonna miss the Bucky and Sully show. You think we should lobby to try to replace Show Up in the Bulldog?
I don't know. I mean, I for years was convinced that they were the reason the drought was happening, seeing as though they had never had a show during the Bills' playoff years.
It started in '99?
It started just after '99, yeah.
Oh my lord.
And this is totally true. The Bucky and Sully show is what I would put on after a night of hard drinking. You know how you wake up some mornings and like you're gonna be sick, you're still sick from the night before, but you haven't thrown up yet. I put on the Bucky Sully show, works every time. Gets those pipes right out.
It's hard to tell how much longer I lasted watching Bucky and Sully or listening to Show Up in the Bulldog. They're both under a minute. And that's counting commercials that happened before.
I think it's easier to rage on the radio. You can't see them. You can't tell how asinine they're really being.
I don't know why people would. It's just the same thing like with Facebook. Like, if somebody posts something that's completely ridiculous, why does 700 people have to comment on how stupid it is? And you ignore the person. That's the same thing what Show Up in the Bulldog. Why do people continue to call into that show? Like, I know there's probably maybe 1 or 2 out of like 8 that are just doing it to mess with them and annoy them. But then they're just so, yeah, I don't know, bye. The thing that bothers me is when they have a legit question. Someone calls in with a legit question. They have no idea.
They can't answer it.
And they dismiss it. Yeah, I'm not really sure that's right. Next caller. What? Come on, don't talk about that, dude.
Well, listen. go ahead and next time you watch Open the Bulldog, listen to the callers, because a lot of people are nervous to call into the radio. You know, they've never been on radio, they've never done anything like that. So a lot of people are very nervous when they do that. So a lot of people's knee-jerk reaction is to say, hey, how are you guys doing today? Just listen to their responses.
Oh, yeah.
Fine, thanks.
I don't understand how you can be... Your job is to inform people on their afternoon drive home of what happened. All right, listen, I work a job. I can't get away from it to check anything or whatever. What happened with the Bills today? What happened with the Sabres today? What happened with the Vikings?
The job isn't even to be creative and think of what could happen. It is simply to review the happenings of the day in the sports world. The morning is where they should be creative and talk about things that could happen, things that might happen, right? Because nothing's happened yet. It's
3 to
6 o'clock in the morning.
3 to 7 is all reactionary. All right, so what do you do in the morning from 6 to 10? Well, you talk about a few things that happened the night before, or whatever sport event happened, and then what happens to what relates to local sports. But like, I know I'm. It sounds really stupid that I'm talking about, like I know how radio works, but I'm just saying, as a fan, listen, if I turn on the radio, I want to be entertained. All right, give me some information that I didn't already get.
And not to dismiss them, because I'm sure they're very, very intelligent guys. I don't get the history of sports. That's not my thing. You know that. That's just, anything that happened more than 15 years ago, I just don't. It doesn't
stay.
It doesn't stick with me, right? I don't find it to be relevant, right? So that's me, but I know that's a weakness of mine. Somebody wants to talk about something that happened in 1987. Talking to the wrong guy, dude.
Which happens to be my wheelhouse.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But then again, the outside the box. Hey, wouldn't it be interesting if the Bills? I look at you like, what'd you just say? And then it happens. AJ McCarron.
Let's talk about that for a second.